Hello, Transurfers and the Transurfing Curious. I am Renee Garcia, and this is TransurfingTV, the only YouTube channel endorsed by Vadim Zeland himself, the author of the Reality Transurfing series. So by request, this video is on how to know when you are working via outer intention. So this person asked me, are there ways to tell how you're working with inner intention? And there are absolutely very, very clear ways to tell you're working with inner intention rather than outer intention. So first, let's explain what inner intention is. So inner intention is you using or enforcing your own will on your reality to see a result, to create your reality. Okay, this is hustling, this is grinding, this is convincing, this is you having to talk yourself into something. So if you've ever been on the fence with something and you find yourself talking yourself into doing this thing, then you are using inner intention, absolutely. Bulldogging your reality, right? Taking the bull by the horns, that's inner intention. These are ways that you are trying to influence your relationships, your professional life, pretty much every aspect of our realities. We have to put in a certain amount of energy to see results or to see things happen or to be effective. And it's either inner intention, outer intention, or frailing is where the source of energy or the source of action is coming from. So inner intention, again, is hustling, grinding, all that stuff. It's you enforcing your will on your reality, trying to see your intention be materialized. Inner intention is you being inflexible, right? This is you wanting to see things a specific way and you not willing to take any other sort of answer or variation of events or any of that stuff. It's you really, really being inflexible, being rigid, being stubborn, all that kind of stuff. My way or the highway, right? This is an inner intention saying, anytime I hear this now, I think, wow, you are rocking your inner intention hard. Signs that you are using inner intention. These are low levels of energy. Inner intention takes a lot more energy for you to maintain your action. So these inner intention will bring down these levels of energy and you will feel exhausted. So if you're going after a goal that is not your own, you are having to use inner intention to keep your action going. That's why at the end of the day, you get home, you feel wrecked, you feel depleted, you're exhausted because that day you used inner intention as your source of energy. That's where you acted from. Arguing with others. Arguing with others is a clear sign that you are using inner intention. A battle going on in your own head. So if you're, again, struggling with something or you're going back and forth, this is really your heart and mind being out of coordination, and this is your mind using its inner intention will to try to bend the result to its favor. So, of course, as Reality Transurfing teaches us that oftentimes we shut down our heart, right? Because that's not practical or that's not what people do, and we work from our minds. I will get into some of the ways that we tell ourselves things via our minds in a moment, but we work too much in our minds, and when we do this is when we are actively having a disagreement with ourselves about something or even other people. This is your heart and mind being off balance. You say should a lot, or you act out of shoulds. I should do this. They think I should do this. Only this type of person should act like this. These are the things I should do. These are the things I shouldn't do. So shouldn't or should or all that stuff is inner intention. That is mind. That is your mind trying to control the script, and that is you buying into a certain set of beliefs or programming and acting out of your head via inner intention. It's important for me to do this as I should do this. Again, this is a classic example of your inner intention running the show. Worrying, overthinking, these are clear signs of working with inner intention. Inner intention, again, is you going after false goals rather than what is actually intended for you, which your heart and mind will agree with if it is intended for you, and outer intention will be your oar. You know, if you moving your canoe down that stream of water, outer intention is going to be your oar, and it is going to be a lot more effortless. Inner intention is effort. Outer intention is less effort, effortlessness. If outer intention is the ability of you seeing the world helping you via heart and mind coordination, inner intention is the antithesis of that. Okay, so getting back to what I just said previously, outer intention is your world helping you along the way to your goal, and inner intention is the antithesis of this. Outer intention opens the door for you to go on to some of these higher tracks. Inner intention is you struggling to get that door open. Like, okay, I'm moving the doorknob and the door's not opening, and I want to open this door, and all those kinds of movements, or that mentality is you trying to see results via inner intention versus outer intention. Internal intention, inner intention implies active influence on the world. Again, this is you attempting to influence your reality. This is you attempting to influence your environment. This is the determination to act. Okay, so here's a very clear distinction. Inner intention is the determination to act. Outer intention is the determination to have. Okay, so really, once you gain a sense of this, and I know Vadim Zeland speaks a lot in the book about how outer intention and framing are very challenging to teach, and they are, because these are feelings that you have inside of you that are very subtle when you don't know the difference. In the beginning, when I first started to transurf, it was challenging for me to kind of understand, is this inner intention or is this outer intention? And really, once I accepted that knowledge, once I saw that knowledge actually work or produce something more effortless, with less effort in my reality, I knew that was outer intention. When I felt myself being tired, struggling, worrying, overthinking, then that was me really making a determination to act and see my will create something in my external environment rather than my world bringing it up to me, okay? When your world submits to you, okay, not inner intention. Okay, so inner intention is trying to dominate your world. Outer intention is your world submitting to you. Okay, so again, this is a subtle observation that you will have to learn to recognize. Either your world's going to submit to you and give you what it is that you need to see whatever it is that you intend to have, be, or do materialize in a much, either inner intention, much more effort, or outer intention, a lot less effort. Internal intention is you overly focusing on the process and worrying how or when, okay? So what I say is drop the how and the when and focus on the what and why. When you're focusing on the how and when, this is your inner intention rockin'. All engines go. And it's a very valuable distinction to recognize when you are doing that, because that is if outer intention is the fuel to get you there, inner intention really is the brakes, okay? Everything that has to do with miracles, magic, serendipitous events, good fortune, all that stuff, that's outer intention stuff. everything that can be achieved within the limits of an ordinary worldview. This is inner intention. So the simplest example that I like to tell is that say you're in a foreign city, okay, and you want a cup of coffee, and you're in a car. You don't have your phone, so you don't have navigation. You're driving around and you decide that you want a cup of coffee. Inner intention is you driving around, looking, getting agitated, trying to find a cafe where you can find that cup of coffee. This is maybe you getting lost. This is you getting frustrated. This is you driving around with the intention, acting out of your intention to obtain this cup of coffee. Outer intention is you stating to yourself and your world, I want a cup of coffee, and then simply just driving the car around, sightseeing, enjoying whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're seeing, until you happen to see a cafe, and then you simply walk in and go get your cup of coffee. So there's two different places to act from. And this is kind of a silly analogy, but it really works. And we do this with bigger and bigger and bigger things. We either struggle, strive, search, action driven by our inner intention, getting frustrated, all that stuff. We either do that, or we declare what it is we want, and we wait for our world to present to us the opportunity that we can then latch onto via outer intention and ride to our destination. Inner intention is grabbing, okay? It's doing this movement towards your mirror. I want, this is mine. I'm going to get this. I'm going to make this a struggle until I get it, okay? Outer intention is accepting. This is letting your world present to you what it is that you need to realize or materialize your intentions, and you simply accepting it instead of grabbing it. So I hope this clarified it. I will leave it with this. And I know I use this little diagram a lot, but it really does work. So your reality is like a river, okay? And there are rocks in the river. These rocks, especially the ones downstream, have all the stuff you want on them. Opportunities, new professional paths, a love, a romance, money, adventure, all the stuff that you want, okay? But you're up here and you are clinging on to this other rock that's upstream that has stuff that you've deemed important, maybe false goals, maybe things that you felt at one time you wanted, but now it has become a struggle for you to hold on to. This is you not trusting your world. This is you not going with the flow. This is you holding on to this rock that's loaded up with excess potential and importance, and how you are holding on to that rock is via inner intention. Holding on to this rock is inner intention. Letting go of the rock, trusting the flow, flowing downstream, and letting your reality take you to the things that are going to be coming to you, or you are going to be moving towards. This is outer intention. So inner intention is you grasping onto that rock firmly. And of course, this is not going with the flow. This is not trusting your world. And there are much better things waiting for you downstream if you have the ability to understand this fact that there's much better things waiting for you downstream. And most of all, that there is an easier way, and the easier way is, of course, outer intention. So I hope this is a good explanation. I hope it answers your question. And yeah, thanks so much, guys, for watching this. Please subscribe if you have not already. And of course, please join us on the International Transurfing Institute Facebook group, where we talk about concepts like this and many, many more. Thanks, guys. Bye.